Hi folks, welcome to or welcome back to Exposed, and if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you subbed and stayed. I had a break to watch a bit of morning TV. I hate it when they say, coming up we've got an interview with, that's what I was waiting for. And 2 hours they were arsing about, oh coming up. It's like, why don't you just give a time like they used to? Anyway, so then I decided I'm not going to do the hair video because I'm sick of looking at Lisa doing her hair. So I thought I'd do the Friday haul that I missed. Came on, immediately paused it because I wanted to check was it on the right speed and what have you. Malva, are you watching? This is you. This is the perfect example of a Malva video. Are we ready? Look! I can't believe it. She looks exactly like your doll. It's amazing. Anywho, shall we jump in? Oh, let me check the volume because I was messing about with that as well. Okay.
Hey guys, it's Lisa. Today
I've lost my mind and I'm sitting in my front room in a fur coat. Really?
not quite as many things to share with you as usual, but you guys know in the summer and the wind it's like knocking over our rocking chairs. John said that yes, there is a cushion now going down the street. Evidently we're getting the cold front storm that's in like Nashville now, and tomorrow
I can't be doing with this woman when she starts moaning about nothing. Lisa, people are frozen to death in America. They're frozen into their houses. They can't get out. And you're moaning about a bit of wind. Really? Between her and fucking Lardy's, it's a top-down day. Really? And people say, oh, you're so mean. They don't believe that they're narcissists. How can you not see it?
the high is 30. So you'll hear the wind blowing. This
Oh, I can't cope with the wind blowing.
foundation, it's the Anastasia Luminous Foundation. I love this. I really loved it in the summer.
So why have you bought the Mario one then?
Kind of like towards the end of summer. I found it in my stash and I just fell in love with it. And it was this one, 315N. So what would you think you would do? You would think that you would go from 315N to 260N. Look how much darker.
What? What would you do? You think you would go to 260 from 315. What are you talking about? And why are you looking for another? I want to rewind it to try and understand what she's saying, but you can't rewind properly on this thing, and I don't want to hear what she's saying. I'm 58 seconds in and I'm confused to hell.
260 is than the 315. So that is what I have on today. The darker one, it was.
Of course you do, because you don't know what colour you are. This woman is insane. We watch her week in, week out, buying more and more stuff that she doesn't need. She's got no clue what colour she is. And people sit there and praise her for it. No, I'm not jealous. I don't understand her. She makes no sense.
Was so much too dark that I don't have on any bronzer at all. Any bronzer, any contour. I had to kind of reverse contour with my concealer. So if it's a little orange or something, it's because I kept thinking, okay, no, this isn't that bad. this isn't that bad. And it just kind of went from there. That is what I did. Well, I was in the store the other day because I actually ordered the 260N, and I was looking at all of the bottles, and honestly, the one that looked like it was the most me is this one. And guess what the shade is? 300C. Cool tone.
Duh! Do you think you might be cool-toned, Lisa? Do ya? Huh? Do ya? Obviously not, 'cause you bought Mario in the warm, so...
Tone. And I wore this maybe yesterday or the day before yesterday, and I actually really liked it. But I guess it was in my head that it was cool tone, and that maybe it didn't look good, because sometimes I can't tell until I'm on video how something really looks to other people. And so the Saga...
You can't tell how it really looks until... Lisa, if you can't see what it looks like, go get your eyes tested again and get some glasses. Buy a cool-toned fucking foundation, just one, in the shade you are, and put the rest in the bin. Or donate them to a woman's shelter like you said you were going to. Yeah, right, whatever. Holy... I cannot with this woman. So how many bottles of that foundation has she actually got now? And none of them suit her, apparently.
Saga continues, but we definitely know that 260N is not for me. If you wear that and you're my shade, please tell me what shade you wear. Okay, now let's get...
How can anyone tell you what shade they wear when they don't know what colour you are? How are they supposed to know when you don't know?
into what I bought this week. I had something I really wanted to be delivered by today. Maybe by the end of this video, it will be here. I was just looking to make sure my mic was still on. You guys, there's so many things on YouTube that you don't know that can happen that is just a disaster. Okay, so let's start with this.
Do you know, if I didn't know better, I'd say she was drunk. It'd make more sense, wouldn't it, if she was an alcoholic? You could say, oh, well, that's fair enough then. Do you know what I mean? She buys stuff when she's drunk or stoned and she's got no idea what's coming in the post or what colour it is. If she was a Smurf, she'd still buy yellow-toned foundation because she's convinced that's the colour she is. See, in a way, it's not her fault, is it? It's Daddy and Mama and John and every other person in the family that just sits back and lets her do what she's doing and never says, whoa, stop. You need to go and get some counselling or head reading or something. But no, they just leave her at it. Well, when you're totally bankrupt, John, don't say we didn't warn you.
I love my brow pencil, the Anastasia one, the one that's kind of slanted. I think it's called a brow shaper. I'm not sure of the exact name of it.
Do you think you could possibly find out the actual names of things that you're going to be talking about, instead of saying, oh, I'll put it down below, I'll put it down below, I'll put it down below? What is the point of you?
But I love the medium brown shade so much, I decided to try the other forms. So I got the brow.
Of course you did. It's like that thing with clothes, isn't it? If you find something that you like, buy it in every colour. Then wear it once and give it to the cleaners.
Wiz in medium brown. And then I got the just classic brow pencil, kind of like Lancome would be. And so yesterday I used the Brow Wiz, and today I use this one. I love them both. Both of these are a winner. The reason I wanted some other forms is sometimes I do want just a thinner brow. And the one that has the shaper, it's kind of a waxier formula, and sometimes I want more of a powdery formula. So that was actually good things to get. Then I saw this when I was looking at the new things on the Ulta website, so I ran in there and got it. I got a small one.
I ran in there and got it. Why?
I think it was like 14 or 22 or something, so I just grabbed.
You think it's 14 or 22 or something? That's an $8 difference. But it just shows, doesn't it? No concept of money. Doesn't care at all. Doesn't even bother looking most of the time. Oh, it was cheap. Well, that's relative.
A small one, but it's the Fluff Up Brow Wax. And if you like the Refi Brow Pomade or the Too Faced, it's kind of like that. I have it on today. Let me look here I can feel it in there. And it's not too heavy at all. So matter of fact, if you have tried those two and it left like too much white stuff in there and it was just too goopy for you, you may love this one because it gives you the same hold and look, but not the goopiness.
I thought you said you weren't going to do reviews anymore.
In fact, I was glad I got the smaller one because it might run out a little faster, but I would rather love it from the beginning, use it up, and get another one. Okay, so I did a Sephora order this week, and I used my fragrance coupon, the 20% off that I told you about in my favorite fragrances from Sephora. I will put that video right up here if you missed it. It's a good one. I really had some good ones in there, and a lot of you really like the Replica Jazz Club. So I decided to try it.
Hang on. I thought, did she not have a sample of that? I thought that was the whole point of them Sephora boxes, was you had little tiny versions of a thing and then money to go and get it. But that's not what she did she? She had a 20% off coupon. Ignore me. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm wondering why she bought a fragrance based on other people when she can quite easily go into the store and sample everything. Makes no sense. And why is she buying Replica? Why does she have to ruin everything for us?
I would say, I had someone say not to use the word vibey when I describe things, so I thought I would tell you what I mean.
Oh, this'll make a lot of sense now, won't it? What do you mean by vibey? Can't wait to hear this.
When I say a fragrance is kind of vibey, because...
Hang on. Vibey, comparative, more vibey, superlative, most vibey. L, informal, having a vibe, atmospheric and trendy. No, still none the wiser.
Fragrances, just like everything else, different things come in and out of style. Well, what's kind of, I think to me what vibey means is kind of like what's in, what's happening, what's the most popular thing, what the cool kids like, things like that. That's what I think. And today, what that is more of a boyfriend scent, and like the Jazz Club, I believe, has...
You think that's a new thing, the boyfriend scent? You've been harping on about boyfriend scents since I started watching you in your kitchen. Oh, it smells like a sexy man. That's all we've ever heard. Now you're saying it's trendy. Sorry, vibey.
Has like vanilla, bourbon, and even tobacco. It's supposed to be like being in a jazz club. I would say it's a very vibey scent. It's not pretty. It's not, I guess sexy is so, it's such an opinion or subjective. I would say sexy. I would. Okay. It smells like this faux fur looks. It is, and I haven't even sprayed it, so
Oh, don't kill yourself, will you? Why did you buy? What? Why buy an entire bottle, not knowing what it smells like, and then barely spritz anything onto the cardboard just spray the damn thing? I got the thing of testers for them. I don't think it's got all the replica scents in it. And it's like, I don't want to use them. I keep looking at them and thinking, oh, I'll get another one out. I really, really like By the Fireside. Really like it. So I reckon I'd love Jazz Club. I must get it out and actually use them all. Because that's the thing, isn't it? Oh, you save them for best. When's best? I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to use them all now and enjoy them. She does that for everything, doesn't she? Oh my goodness. Whatever.
I love it. Okay, so it's definitely got some vanilla, the vanilla bourbon and tobacco.
You just said that already. You read it. You're no help, are you? We can read what it says ourselves. Explain more. I was going to say old bag, and only people who watch Bottom would get that reference.
In it. It's kind of like, it's not oody. It's actually a very smooth one for this type of scent. There's nothing in here that is strong or a little different. A lot of these have something quirky in them, and it'll be like an oud or something like that. This one is very, for lack of...
See, again, had you done a proper spray in the first place, you wouldn't be arse farting around with it now. Having to spray it again. How far in are we? Good God. I don't think I'm going to make it to the end. This break has done me no good at all. I'm just so fucking irritated with the two of them from the instant they open their mouth now.
Of a better word, basic.
Basic.
Basic vibey. Oh, that is good.
Oh, Oh, can you help me? Yeah, I'm looking for a new perfume. Oh, lovely. What kind of perfume are you looking for? A basic vibey. Yeah. I wonder how many of us would get a funny look in the shop if we asked for that.
That is good. Provenance and Period, Brooklyn, 2013. Fragrance description, heady cocktails and cigars. Okay, you already know I love the smell. I always describe it as there's a man smoking a cigar down the street or a few doors down. That's kind of what I mean. But this is not strong in that way. It's just so good. Very sexy, I think. This one, oh my goodness. I wore this yesterday or day before yesterday. It was one of those mornings. I put this on. It's the new Nest Balinese Coconut Perfume.
I put this on yesterday or the day before. It was one of them mornings. What does that mean? That's about as clear as vibey. Does she even know herself?
Perfume oil. And even the big ones come with a dropper. So I recommend just getting the roller ball. I'm typically not a roller ball girl. I would rather have a spray because I like to spray and walk through. That way it kind of just, you know, doesn't get in one spot. But this I put on my arm, and I'm going to do it anyway because no matter what I put on, it lasted all day long. I could not believe it. I don't think I've ever had an oil or anything like this last that long. And it is, oh my gosh, it gives me just butterflies. It is so summery. It is like a deeper summery scent. This is...
Hello, everybody listening. If there's anybody out there, please tell me there's people out there and I'm not here all on my own. Who gets butterflies at the smell of a summery perfume? Who? This is insanity on film, and they just leave her go. She's like one of them little things with the thing, the little bears with the, oh, what are they called? The cymbals. Wind her up and let her go. Wow.
Quintessential summer scent you
Quintessential. Where did you pick that up from?
wear in the winter, because it's coconut, but it's not sunscreeny at all. Oh my gosh, you guys, it gives me butterflies.
It's the quintessential summer scent you can wear in the winter. Help me, someone, please. God.
What does it remind me of?
Coconuts.
It must have like a tiara flower or something in it. Oh my goodness. It is very fabulous. You have to try it.
Balinese coconut perfume oil. Bask on the beach of Bali with this nourishing perfume oil featuring notes of creamy coconut, tropical cherry blossom and salted musk. You just know she read that before she did the video, trying to look like she can smell different scents in a, yeah, whatever.
You have to. I don't think it's that expensive, especially the rollerball.
I don't think it's that expensive.
And it is just, it's vibey, coconutty.
Vibey, really? Somebody said, can you not say vibey all the time? So what are you doing? Saying vibey all the time. I went and checked how much it was. I think I'm going to cut that bit of the clip out. So if I do, it's $35 for the rollerball.
It's got I would say it's got to have some kind of amber or vanilla in it somewhere. And it is just beautiful. I think you will love it if you like coconut. I know that's one of those things you either like or you don't like, but it is so good. It is so good. It is the perfect summer scent for the winter, but I'm going to be wearing this sucker all summer too. It is so good. These are some fragrances.
What is a summer scent for the winter? I don't understand her. I wear whatever I want to wear when I want to wear it. I'll just pick one at random, and I don't care what day it is or what month it is. So I have no idea what she's trying to say. The perfect summer scent for the winter. We're not even halfway done.
Fragrances from Celine. I was watching Ariel's channel, and we shopped for 2 days, and then my flight left the third day at 11. But she was driving, so she went back and did some more shopping, and
You did 2 full days of shopping and she still needed to do more shopping. That's a problem, isn't it?
ended up getting a new Celine bag. It is gorgeous. I love those bags. Maybe one day. And she got some fragrances. And when she was describing them, it sounded like something I would like. She got Parade or Parade. And then I ordered Night Clubbing because I ordered these from.
Why would it be Parade if it's spelt P-A-R-A-D-E? Which I'm assuming it is because you said parade or parade. It's probably pronounced parade, isn't it? When they up the prices, they change the pronunciation, don't they?
On the websites, and they were not as expensive as you would think a Celine fragrance is.
So how much?
This is the Parade. I would say, now right offhand, I don't know the notes. This is...
I'm going to say parade because that's how it's spelt. 3.4 fluid ounces are $255. Hang on, I'm going to have to get my magnifying glass because I can barely see what that says. Just want to check. Yeah, $255. A musky, powdery cologne in keeping with the very... What? Codified ritual of male sartorial appearance. Oh, they're really going for it, aren't they? To make you feel like you're spending $255 wisely. An attribute of the great dandies from the 19th century literature right up to the musicians on the pop and rock scene since the 60s. A return to the idea of transmission and of a very French kind of perfumery. What? A parade under the sunlight of neroli and the radiance of bergamot, a carefree and sophisticated mix imparted by musk and oak moss, a feminine facet revealed in an addictive and powdery residual trail. Bergamot, neroli, vetiver, musk, oak moss. Right. It's going to be just like a sexy man.
Okay. This is the kind, if you like any of the Juicy Coutures, if you like the Prada Paradox, if you like, it's not deep, but it's not fresh or citrusy either. It is just kind of right in between and very pretty.
So, buy the Juicy Couture, it's cheaper.
Beautiful woman, you know, like not, I would still say it's sexy, but in more of a fun way. It is just beautiful. The first morning, I took them upstairs because I like to smell them at my desk and just kind of do some other things and then play with them. And I sprayed this in the box and I could smell it all day, and it just...
Why don't you do everything upstairs? Like you were supposed to when you bought the house.
It was beautiful. I got Night Clubbing, and I think this is more of a vibey scent. I have more of the... Yes.
Here we go. Night Clubbing Eau de Parfum. Yeah, $2.55. A perfume for the night birds, fed by the memory of Parisian nights during the Palace and Banduches era. It's Douche, isn't it? Whatever. A galbanium? What the hell? If you could see me, I'm sat here with a magnifying glass up to a screen so that I can see, but I still can't see. What's that at the bottom? Galbanium, white orris, butter, patchouli tree moss, and vanilla moss. Oh, sorry, vanilla musk. Sounds revolting, but anyway. Let's try and read that bit in the middle. A galbanium top note immerses us in an electric atmosphere with accents of nicotine on a musky and addictive patina somewhere. Oh, somewhere between the scent of crimson velvet seats and the sensuality of the nape of a neck, fragrant with vanilla. They know how to spill a story, don't they? Or spin a story. Sorry about the butchering, but it's so small I can hardly see it.
This is a deeper... Okay. This may... It's hard now because I've smelled all of these. Okay.
Why do you sound so angry? It's hard now because I smell all of these. That was your choice. To buy 9 million perfumes in a week.
This has something a little... This is more niche smelling. Okay, and a lot of people say that you can't describe a fragrance with the word niche because niche just means small. It's usually a small company that just does fragrance. But when you get into fragrances, the niche fragrances are a little different. They're not as mainstream to me. That's what I have found. So that's what I mean. It's a little quirkier. I'm trying to think, there's something in it. I'll put it right here. There's something in it that makes it kind of unique. I would definitely say the Jazz Club is more mainstream, and I would feel better about you getting that. But I love the, I keep wanting to call it Paradox Parade or Parade. And then this is especially what I wanted to tell you. When you order from the Celine website, they sent samples.
I should fucking think so when you've spent $255 per bottle of fucking perfume. How else are you going to know whether you like them or not?
So they sent a sample of I'm not going to even try to pronounce that.
La Peau Nue.
And then they sent samples of the night clubbing and the parade.
So why did you not use the samples then, instead of spraying the bottle, and in case you don't like it, you can...
Probably because a lot of times the high-end places will send you a sample. Oh, Louis Vuitton usually does this, of the scent that you ordered, so that you can try the scent you ordered
Yes.
before you open the box in case you need to return it. So I don't know if that was the premise behind that or if they're just that generous. Okay, so now let's get into...
But you didn't do that, did you?
You know what? Let's just go on with fragrances. I can't lie.
Not more. Why?
The going out of town always gets me into fragrances because I get to experience new things that I don't get to here in town. So that always kind of awakens my fragrance love. And then doing that collaboration with Sephora where I told you all of my favorites, that kind of got me going too. And it made me wonder, what was new out there. So I ordered this from Ulta. It's the new Ariana Grande fragrance. Now, she is known for, what is that one, Cloud, because it smells very, very, very similar to Baccarat 540. And I've actually tried some of her other ones. I always think to myself, maybe she will realize that her fragrances are being taken a lot more serious than she may have thought. And most people, like when I was watching the big fragrance people, a lot of them wouldn't even keep it because the bottle was so ugly and it didn't go with the other fragrances, or they would keep it put away, or they would use it with the cap off or something.
Oh, snobbery in its finest. Really? I bet if she tripled the price and put it in a plain bottle with less in it, those fuckwits would go and buy that rather than just use... Wow.
Something like that. So I was thinking, okay, maybe she'll start making some really pretty bottles to, be able to market herself better. It didn't happen. This is the new ones. Now, I will be honest, I've gotten so many other things that I love that
What's wrong with them? This is the woman that lost her shit over getting a Hello Kitty fucking Mac collection. Now look at her. This is the woman that asked permission to buy high-end things. I don't know who she thinks she is or what she thinks happened between the fucking first kitchen video to now. Wow. There is absolutely nothing wrong with them bottles. Because somebody else said she's now jumping on the bandwagon. Oh, I couldn't possibly have that in my collection. Look at it. Oh, it's so gaudy. If it's a good perfume, fucking put it in a Travelo or something and use it that way and put the thing in it. But not, she's going to send it back or give it to somebody else probably because she's so offended by the bottle.
I have not even opened or smelled these. So this is the Ariana Grande Mod Vanilla and Ariana Grande Mod Blush. I had Mod Blush in my cart before I realized you could get both of these. Oh, it's going to get on me. I hope I like it. Okay.
Oh, it's going to get on me. I hope I like it. Maybe, just maybe, you should have gone to the fucking shop and sampled it before you ordered it. Huh? And if someone else hadn't said something stupid about her, you wouldn't be pulling that face now. Wow. I just can't with this woman. Fucking snobbery. Look at it.
Okay, this isn't for me. This is fresh. Fresh and...
She looks like she smelt shit. Really? Wow. Why are people watching her? Why?
Okay, it's not vibey, it's not warm. It's almost summery.
You just got butterflies for a summery fragrance a minute ago.
This just isn't for me. Okay, let me smell this one. Okay, this one's more me. This must be the vanilla. Let me look up what...
The hand. I just can't. I'm sorry. I might have to take a break in a minute because I just want to punch the screen.
What's in this one? Mod Vanilla gets 4.3 stars. And dark plum and musk. I love musk. I do. A touch of gourmand is heightened to sophisticated level with the Orion Praline. Vanilla, Absolute, and Cocoa unveil its unforgettable signature. Okay, so this one's more of a gourmand, vanilla, plum, and musk. Okay, that is a good one. So let's look at the Mod
In your opinion.
Blush. And I will be able to tell you exactly what it is that I do not like. It's fun when you really, I know, not everybody's going to get into it. This one gets 4.5. But it's fun realizing what you do and don't like. A blend of bergamot and passion fruit for all of the, okay, that's it. Dewy rose and magnolia with a touch of pear. Create breathtaking evolution on the skin. Ambrox and musk leave it intimately luxurious impression. Okay, the ambrox and the musk are going to help it stay. That's going to be your base notes. But I don't like the top notes. Bergamot and passion fruit, dewy rose and magnolia. It's fresh and floral, and that's not what I like. Okay, this is...
I'm going for a break. And I'm back. And I'm beginning to think I should have stayed here after what I just witnessed. You will see in the video after this one. Shall we carry on?
Something funny. I think I've told you ever since I had the virus, I have been sleeping with a sleep mask. I don't know why. I've never done that in the past, but I was sleeping so much, and I do have very sensitive eyes. And so I just got used to it, and I love it. So now when it's time for me to go to bed, I will put my sleep mask on. John laughs at me, and I'll go to sleep. When I was sick, I actually just used a Barefoot Dream sock.
And this story's funny because...
So my friend Michael told me about a weighted sleep mask, and it was out of stock, but I think I had already ordered this from Nordstrom. It's the Nod Pod, the weighted blanket for your eyes. Gentle pressure, better sleep. And it is so good. I don't know what could be so great about this thing, and I'm sure there's some of you out there. What is this?
Don't you just love the look of total confusion? Now she's found something she doesn't understand. I used to have a weighted eye thing. Came with a pillow that I got probably from QVC donkeys years ago, and it was buckwheat. And I can't believe how long I slept on that buckwheat pillow. It was so fucking uncomfortable. But the eye mask was great. But if you had to get up in a hurry, everything, you took it off and you had kaleidoscopic eyes and everything was spinning around in different colours. What has she found? I can't wait to find out.
Okay, let me read something real quick, okay? It was saying, wear freely or use, lay freely or secure with pull-through slit, no Velcro or straps. Microbeads contour to your eyes for light blocking hug. Jersey cotton cool side, flip for warm microfleece.
So she's found the bit that you hook through to wrap it round your head, and it's confused the ever-loving fuck out of her. Honestly. Who lets this woman out in charge of a car?
Scent-free, machine washable. I very classically did not read all that. I've just been using it like this on my eyes, and it's lights out. My pillow and everything else I got going in there, my hand creams and my socks and my heel creams, I am ready when I get to this. I think I've been using the cooler side, but there is something too, like that little bit of weight. But if you're someone who likes it the whole night and you like to roll around with yours, it's not, unless you figure out, I mean, am I supposed to put all of this? Okay, maybe you just put a little bit in here. Somebody might need to help me with what they're talking about there.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Lisa. How old are you? 65, according to Jane. What the fuck? You can't figure out that it pulls through like a fucking scarf. And yes, you could have it open freely and turn around and just move it. She can't squeeze a fucking teddy bear lotion thing, and she can't figure out how to use an Odd Pod.
Cannot imagine doing that every night and pulling that tight. Okay, but
You don't have to do it every night, you fuckwit. You do it once, get it to the size you want, maybe slightly pull it back and shove it over your head, or just pull it down anyway as is and it'll stay. A is for apple. B is for, yeah, we're going to have to go right back to the beginning, aren't we, Lisa? Poor widow Lisa. Dumb as fuck. And if that woman who's telling me I'm hateful's back, yeah, that was hateful because she fucking well is. She would try the patience of a fucking saint. Oh, I can't imagine doing that every night. Really? I bet you, when she took it out of the thing, she was like, why is it this long, John?
what I was going to say is it does fall off, but that's okay with me because I am not someone who keeps mine on the whole night anyway. When I wake up, it's always around my neck, on the floor, or in the bed somewhere. So I love it. I think it just helps me go to sleep. And I usually wake up before the sun rises anyway. So loving that. Silly that I got, but I thought there's some of you out there that might be silly like me.
No, there'll be people out there that haven't heard of it and think, oh, that might help me sleep. But there is nobody out there as silly as you, Lisa. Between the foundation and that.
I got, at the Like to Know It conference, I had gotten a little box of matches. I can't even remember why they would give, oh, they gave us a candle. And I had them just in a box and I decided, well, go ahead and use them. Well, I have so enjoyed using a match to light my candles, and just that, it sounds funny, but just that scent of the match being blown out with the candle, I just like it. So I wanted some good, like funky matches to put with my candle.
Oh, for the love of God. This is the video that just keeps giving, isn't it? I'm so glad I've done it now. She's going to go on a matches journey, isn't she? Try every matchbox that ever was made to find the perfect match that goes out perfectly when you wiggle it and has just the right vibey smell. And she had children, folks.
In different places. So I ordered these from Amazon. The first one is this really cool one, the Monstera. You guys know the Monstera is my favorite.
It's just a box with matches in. I'm going to have to go look up how much she paid for them.
Plant. I love my Monsteras. They're my babies. And so I grabbed this one. I'm actually going to put this in with Brooke's Christmas stuff because, you know, my kids are at the age where they want money, but I still like to get them a few things. And she always loves my Monstera, but I think she's scared that she can't handle it or something, so I'm going to get her one. I've got to go out today and get it. So I'm going to give her that. And then I grabbed these. I looked up tiger matches. Look at these. So this one, it's like all different assortments.
Can you believe that she actually did that? There's things she does, and I'm like, yeah. Still shaking my head, but I'm like, it's Lisa. Really? Funky matches. She's gone looking for funky matches to go with her candles. Now she's going to need a funky little ashtray to have beside her candle to put all the matches in that she's used. And then maybe a little funky bin to tip all the... Oh, for fuck's sake, Lisa, grow up.
It reminds me of, and this is funny, it reminds me of, do you guys remember the original animal cookies that were in that like train box? That's what it reminds me of. I mean, look at this one. So pretty. So anyway, I will link those down below, and there were all kinds of things like butterflies.
I'll link them down below. Do you really think? No, having said that, the weirdos that follow you, it doesn't surprise me if they'd be running out to buy funky matches too, just like Lisa. Thing is, right, do they light well? Isn't it more important to have matches that work? I hate matches where you go through fucking 3 or 4 of them and the top pings off, or, I mean, I haven't used matches in donkeys now, but do you know what I mean? The top pings off it, or it doesn't light at all, and you just take a load of the scratchy stuff off the side of the box. And I can't believe I'm having an in-depth conversation about matches. She will buy anything to waste money. No, I don't get it. Do not understand, Lisa. You're insane.
Anything you can imagine, and I just thought they were cool. We're nearing something that I'm upset. I had another package that I wanted to show you, but I'm just going to have to link it, and I'm just going to have to show you later. Let me make sure it's not on my porch somehow. No mail yet. When we were in DC, or outside of DC shopping, we went into not a...
Is she going to keep saying that now because she was caught out? Oh, no, actually, no, we weren't actually in DC. No, you weren't, were you? Because you were what? What were you doing? What were you doing, Lisa? You were lying. But you don't lie, do you? No.
Sunglass Hut, but the other one. I can't remember the name. I don't have one here. And we were trying on sunglasses with this guy, and I tried on a pair of Tom Ford sunglasses, and I loved them, but they just weren't perfect, and they were very expensive. I looked at the arm, and you know, all of Tom Ford sunglasses are like girls' names, and I saw L, E-L-L-E, and so I thought, I'm just going to look on Saks Off Fifth, Nordstrom Rack. It is just so hard for me to pay that now that I've gotten so many good sunglasses for so much cheaper. So
what is going to stop you spending $600 on a pair of jeans that look like they've been run through a weed whacker? When are you going to get to the point that you're not spending $300 on a bottle of perfume that you haven't smelt? When do you reach that point with other things?
I got home, I looked, everywhere, and I didn't see them anywhere, and I thought to myself, I would love those, especially if they were in black, because my favorite sunglasses of all times are those ones that I hope you guys got. They're
the saying is, my favourite of all time, not all times. The one time she uses a fucking S and it's in the wrong place. That line doesn't have an S in it, Lisa.
Key Still Rich from the Paris Hilton collection, and they don't sell them anymore. So I thought I would love the black ones. Well, I found them, but they were not on sale. These are from Nordstrom, and I just went ahead and sucked it up and paid it because I knew I just knew I was going to love them. So these are the Tom Ford.
Right. It's not like you don't have any other sunglasses to wear in the meantime, is it? So you could have waited and searched for them every now and then, or put a thing on to eBay or wherever you go, and get a link for when they come in, they'll send you an email. But no, because you couldn't find them that day and they were on your mind, that you had to go out and pay full price for them. Because of all the things you have in abundance, patience is not one of them, is it?
Ford L sunglasses. They're not the kind you can put in your hair because they do have the nose pieces, but that to me makes them even more comfortable. So these are the Tom Ford L sunglasses. So I was looking for something else on Saks Off Fifth, and something made me go to the Tom Ford sunglasses. I might have thought about it, but I found them. They didn't have the black ones, but they have the other ones. And
I found them. Is that the highlight of her week? John, you know them sunglasses that I just had to have. What, as well as the other 903 pairs that you've got in the credenza upstairs and the 2004 you've got in that thing by the door? Yeah, those ones.
they are like, I don't even know. I think I got them for, I don't know, 200 or 100 and some dollars, and then I got some more off of that. And they're supposed to be here anytime, but I will link those down below, and I'll be honest, they may have 2 pair left. They may have 1 pair left, because when they...
Pairs! 2 pairs! Gold star for anyone who was shouting that out at the same time as me.
they get to those websites, it's because, you know, there's just a few pair left in the store. And the reason it didn't come up when I looked them up is they don't list the names on
A few pairs. Pairs. So you think you only... Wow. You only search one search term and then call it a day, do you?
on Saks Off Fifth. I think it just said something like square gradient Tom Ford or something like that. So that's how I missed it. So I'm hoping that you guys, if you like these, will go get those before they're gone, because they are fabulous.
I'm sorry, she got them, she's wearing them, she's waiting for a package to turn up with what in? Them? Why has she bought 2 pairs? Or was I'm totally distracted by her today.
Fabulous. I always like to kind of tell you about everything that I showed you the week before. Okay, so let's start with...
You never used to. What is this now? Double down on the link, so if they didn't buy it last week, they'll buy it this week.
The YSL belt bag. I mean, this thing is built. I mean, this is a bag that you will have until the end of time. It is such a thick, nice leather. It's beautiful. I mean, it's beautiful in every way, like the craftsmanship and everything.
It would want to be for the price. And you look like a twat wearing it like that, Lisa, I'm just saying.
It's actually been a good week for me to try it, because I have been doing some shopping. I've got everything done.
I have been doing some shopping.
Basically, today's going to be that day where I just get things, my last minute things. It's perfect for what it is, but it is a belt bag, or if you prefer, I mean, I got so many mixed comments on that. Some of you are like me and you love wearing it as a belt bag. Some of you are going to wear it more crossbody like I did. And oh, and I've enjoyed that Walmart, that big Walmart coat, but that sucker is hot. I don't know if it's ever going to be cold enough here that I can go in and out of stores with that coat on, because I burn.
Did you not think of that when you bought the fucking thing? I told you that when you showed it, that you were going to fucking melt in it. But would you listen? No. You just had to have it, didn't you? Now it's going to hang in your closet, or John's probably, for the rest of time.
Up and going to the bathroom with that big coat on. I have so much respect for you guys that live in places that you have to dress like that. And that was, I mean, I didn't even have on, just I had on a sweater and a coat, but I'm just not used to that. So
You have respect for people that have to wear coats and go to the bathroom. However do we cope?
that coat is great, but it is warm and it's just polyester. Okay, so there's that. And I had this on and I love it. Like when I'm shopping, oh, it's so easy and everything. But if I'm just using it as a bag in my front seat, it's not my favorite because I don't know. It's just not as easy to work out of. And then
She has such a hard life, doesn't she? She was too hot and she had to go to the bathroom, and that was a trial all in itself. And she liked the bag when she was using it in the shop to shop with, but it doesn't work just sitting on the Could you not just leave it open on the front seat? What? Really? And she says all this with a straight face. And then people say we're hateful when we pull her on her nonsense.
the other day, I was just telling John this morning, I went to get out of the car, grabbed my bag. I'm not used to making sure that my bag is closed. Grabbed the bag, flung it out of the car, to get out. My blankety blank stuff went everywhere. And guess where it went? It went right behind a woman in her car backing out. So I was like, I looked at her and she didn't look like she was ready. So I just went over there real quick because it was like my wallet and all of my stuff.
My blankety blank stuff. Was that your blankety blank checkbook and pen? You won't get it unless you're my age and in the UK. Really? So you did leave it open and you still couldn't get in and out of it? And who swings their bag out of a car anyway? Do you know, I'd love to follow her around with a vlogging camera to get all the bloopers. Lisa D1 in the wild. You think she's stupid at home?
And got it up real quick. But that kind of told me this might not be an everyday bag for me. This is going to be a great traveling bag and, maybe shopping all day bag, something like that. So that is how I feel about this. But oh my gosh.
It's a shopping all day bag. But not a getting out of your car bag. Is it vibey though? That's what the people need to know, Lisa.
When I love it, I love it. These beauties. These are some good shoes. And if you're high heel connoisseurs, I'm going to tell you what makes them so good.
Why have they still got the stickers underneath, Lisa?
Sometimes when you get a high heel with a long pointed toe like this, it's a little bit difficult to walk. Even in like some of my Sam Edelman, like the flatter one, the mules that I have, this is so long and pointed that it just, for some reason, you have to pay attention, pick up your foot. These are not like that. They're just so like bendy, and your foot, because this is kind of thin or something, your foot goes like way down in them, and they are just so comfortable, extremely comfortable, easy to walk in. Just those kind of heels you can just really walk in, not the kind of heels that you have to kind of pay attention to how you're walking. So no regrets on these. If you can ever find these on sale, snatch them up. They are a little bit small, so you have to size up half a size, but so good. Oh, and you'll see when I show you the next few things how good they look with pants. Okay, these sexiest sneakers on the planet. These just look.
They are fugly, Lisa. I don't know where you get sexy from. Just because your young friend wears them.
So good on everyone. So many of you got these and you love them. And I was doing some work last night and I got an email that what I was looking at was back in stock. Well, it was where I had found this on the website to link for you guys. And I had looked earlier in the day, one of you said that they were sold out on Instagram. And most of the good sizes were sold out. But when I looked last night, they had restocked some sizes. So if you were trying to get these, get them. I got them as gifts for several people. I don't want to say who. And they're just amazing. They're so light. They're just like the perfect little silhouette. And I'm going to wear them today, actually. So that is...
I'm sorry, who buys trainers for people? I'm hoping by people she means Brooke. Because other than that, other than your child, who else would you buy shoes for? Do you know what I mean? If they're not there... I mean, I know I told a story a while back about a pair of boots I bought for my mother. But that was because they had her name written all over them. And we used to go shoe shopping together, so I knew exactly that they'd fit her. But anywho, I wonder, did she get a pair for her nephew's new girlfriend that she hasn't met yet? I bet that's who got them.
Is just winner, winner, chicken dinner, right? Okay, so now I'm going to stand up and I'm going to show you 3 pair of pants.
Pairs!
They're all Spanx. I ordered them from the Spanx website when they were offering, I think, 30% off. I figured...
Oh, no, please, no. No, don't let them be the ones that I've seen on your Instagram with your everything on show. No.
It's now or never. And I love the ones that I got, and I'll put a picture up here, that I wore in
Fugly.
DC.
Too short.
Shopping the Kick Perfect Pant. And I've worn them again, too.
What's perfect about them? Oh, you actually wore them twice? There's a novel idea. Buying clothes, wearing them, washing them and wearing them again. Or did you not wash them? You just wore them twice and then you threw them in the bin.
I might have worn them shopping the other day. I'm not sure. But love those. And I sized up to a medium, and I'm glad I did. But if you truly want Spanx and you're wanting that compression, I would say go with your size or size up. I don't know. I'll just let you decide on that one. I'll just tell you, I wear a medium. Another thing I like about these shoes is they're easy to put on. Like, they open up real good. Okay, so these are the Booty Boost. They've got them in leggings, and then they've got them in, let me get my tag here. Okay, these are the Booty Boost collection, rear sculpting fabric and contoured waistband for the best butt ever. And these are the Booty Boost yoga pants. You can get them in
Camel alert.
like legging, and you can, I think just the leggings, maybe some shorts or something like that, but I love a yoga pant. And I love them, I love them. I love the fabric that they're made out of. I would say these are...
Oh! No, that's too much information. She's going on about them being the best booty things, and we haven't seen the booty yet. I thought that would be the first thing you'd show, wouldn't you? You'd go and look at this. Bam! They said they enhance it, and boy do they. No, all we're looking at is a fucking camel.
Wear to work. You can dress up type yoga pants because the fabric is the type that's not going to fade and looks really good. I think it's this seam that's very, very flattering, and that seam that's very flattering. And you guys know I really don't have a booty. I mean, that's okay with me though. So these do help.
Is
I
it?
will tell you.
It's okay with her though. Just in case any of us were worried. She's fine with not having a bum. Okay.
Right off the bat, what it is,
What she doesn't have in the rear, she surely makes up for in the front.
they have some kind of, like right when you put them on, you'll feel like right here is just a little bit tighter on both legs. So what it's doing, you know how I always say that when you compress your stuff, your junk, it's got to go somewhere. So what they're doing is, I think they're making this part look slim and busting it out right here. Perfect pant jogger. And these are fabulous. These are like jogger dress pants. You could wear these just dressed up major. These are definitely ones that you will not feel bad. Like you will not feel like you're too bummed out to go any.
Checking outside the front door to see if the neighbours are watching you. Do your walking up and down in the sitting room show? Maybe one of the leery neighbours is hoping for another bikini shot or swimming shot. Do you know what they look like, Lisa? Those jogging bottoms. After 3, girls. 1, 2, 3. Frumpy! And we're still waiting for an apology.
Wear in these. They just fit so good, and I love them. They've got a good, like, elasticy waistband in the back, but yet the front is flat like that.
What are you putting a coat on for?
Really good pants.
Those shoes, oh sorry, those shoes do not go with jogging bottoms. That pose, Jane, does she not look like she's waiting to start a fucking reel or a jig? 1, 2, just waiting for it to start.
In these. Okay, so I must have read the reviews. Okay, so in the Booty Boost yoga pant, I got the medium, but in these, I got the small, and I'm glad I did, or they would not look probably as dressy as they do, but I love them, love them. Then I got these. These are the Flare Jeans Midnight Shade, and I got the medium regular. These come in, I think, several different lengths.
You got the wrong length.
If I do wear jeans like this, it's going to be with a heel, because I just don't even like how they look otherwise. So I tried them on for you with those Rag & Bone heels, and I love them. Just really nice. And I'm
Scraping the floor.
Style them up for you, and do some good outfits of the day.
Style them up for you. Oh, let me think. I could wear them with a t-shirt and a moto jacket or a faux fur or a crop top. Or Lisa, we've seen you're styled up. We know what you're going to wear before you know. We're sick of listening to you and looking at you now. And I do like the gnome. Hello, Mr. Gnome. Talking of gnomes, I got a set of 3 mason jars painted. There was a Rudolph, a penguin, and a gnome. I thought, they're calling him a gonk. How very dare they? So, of course, I went down a rabbit hole of what's the difference between a gonk and a gnome. Try saying that quickly, it's difficult. And it's like, they sell them where my son was working. I said to him, what are these in your shop? He went, gonks. And I'm like, what's a gonk? He said, I've got no idea. But do they wear different hats or something? I know gonks are from the Netherlands, aren't they? But it's like, really, it's just a gnome by a different name.
And all of that stuff. Okay, so for my jewelry, I have on Jenny Bird. If you missed my jewelry styling video.
Yes, I did, and I was so glad I did. Thank you very much. I was not about to sit through half an hour of you going on about how vibey her jewelry was. Nuh-uh.
I will put it up here. She sent me a few things, and then I showed some of my pieces, some really pretty stuff. And I've got on 2 rings that my parents gave me. This was my grandmother's, and then that is I can't remember, is that an emerald with diamonds? Can't remember if it's an emerald or another green stone. I think my parents got this for me last Christmas. And I like rings like this with the faux fur. I think they kind of go with it. They're vibey.
Oh, she's just doing it to be fucking provocative now, isn't she? So you like the 70s pimp look then? Is that what you're saying? Okay.
And then the earrings I have on are new ones from Jenny Bird. So good. I love the way her backs are so pretty and easy to put on. And that's what they look like. They kind of look like these rings. You know what I mean? They kind of look like you could have had
No, I do not know what you mean.
these in the 60s or 70s. They just have that style. And I love
Put your fucking finger at the back. Lord above.
I love the chunkiness, the boldness of her jewelry, but yet it's still
Lisa, no. I'm taking a screen grab of this to put in the video because I know what I'm putting as the thumbnail. But if you're watching, right, just look at the state of your foundation, really. You're not warm, Lisa.
real polished. That's my favorite. And then bubble bath on my nails, fragrance everywhere. It's like a big cloud around me. And that is it. So I'm not going to see you guys until after Christmas. I want to give you a big hug from me. I want to tell you how much your being here, your support, just...
See how she can't look? She wanted to give us a big hug, yeah. Now she's looking all over the place, bar at us. Because she doesn't give a fuck about anybody but herself, but she's trying to make out that she cares.
Everything is such a gift to me. It is a gift in my life. It is a purpose that I love, and I am just so blessed that you're here, and I mean it. I love you, and I hope you have the merriest Christmas, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.
For a minute I was just about to say, why the hell are we looking at her coat and her shoes? It's because Chanel's hiding behind them. Right, congratulations if you made it this far without pulling your hair out. And stay tuned for the monstrosity that is following this video. Catch you in the next one.